Welcome to the best of the Fight Back commercial challenges. We're going to have an old-time Western shootout. Blow up a mailbox filled with watches. Drag a hog-tied chainsaw and crush grapes in the middle of a shopping mall. All this as we present a Fight Back special event. Some of your favorite commercial challenges right here on...
Fight back, don't let anyone push you around. Fight back, stand up and hold your ground. Fight back, someone tries to do you in. Fight back, show them that they just can't win.
This Fight Back commercial challenge special is being brought to you by you, our viewers. We are doing this because of all the mail requesting it and asking us to check out claims and ads and commercials. Our challenges not only keep advertisers on their toes, but they're a lot of fun to do.
All right, where are you? Right here.
To Universal Studios tour for this one. A new mini vacuum called Dirt Devil had an ad challenging Dustbuster. Dirt Devil claimed it could clean up the town faster. A Fight Back shootout ensued between Dustbuster and Dirt Devil. They both did a good job, but Dirt Devil needed plug-in power. Without it, he was no match for battery-operated Dustbuster.
Oh, the shark bait has such teeth, dear.
The Stay Sharp knife commercial showed a knife so sharp it could slice tomato after tomato in midair. Dr. Webley Freon took the challenge a step further by slicing up enough produce to stock a salad bar.
You know when that shark bites with its teeth, baby, scarlet billows start to spread. If that line falls on the right, babe, now that Maggie's back in town.
A Monsanto carpet commercial was challenged in a shopping mall. We drew a large crowd, but we weren't sure how easy it would be to get people to take off their shoes in the middle of shopping to crush our grapes with their bare feet. You're going to have to take off your shoes and walk over these grapes with your bare feet. We'll help you clean your feet off afterward.
Okay.
Making wine here, folks. It was easier to find volunteers than it was to clean the stained carpet. But the side we cleaned looked pretty good. The Panasonic XBX advertises speakers so powerful that they are enough to blow out a match. Here it goes. We couldn't resist checking this claim out. This doesn't mean the Panasonic XBS is the best cassette player on the market, but it did what it was advertised to do. It's matchless sound, blew out a match. Just don't use it as a fire extinguisher. More commercial challenge favorites as Fight Back continues. I think it's a credit to the advertisers that most of the products that we challenge on Fight Back actually live up to their advertising claims. This is especially amazing when you consider that the commercial makers can shoot those commercials over and over and over again until they get the results that they want. In our commercial challenges, we give the product just one shot at it. The makers of the steel chainsaw put their saws through the most grueling endurance tests in their commercials and their ads. Now, why would anyone want to drag a brand new $200 chainsaw behind a Jeep? That's exactly what I had to do to challenge the steel commercial. Now, we've given this thing a pounding. It doesn't look bad. Now let's see if it starts on one pull. That's one pull. I'll be darned. It didn't start on the first pull, as it said in the ad, but it did start after all that punishment. Steel, you pass our challenge. A pyrotechnic expert was called in when we challenged the strength of an all-steel mailbox. 2 powerful M80s were placed inside of the mailbox, and the door was locked into place. We also wanted to know how a Timex and a Casio G-Shock watch would do. We decided to do both challenges at the same time. We locked the watches in the mailbox and set off the charge. The mailbox lock was broken and had a slightly bent door. The Casio was blown about 10 feet away. The Timex took the full force of the blast from inside. Amazing! They both took a blasting and still are lasting. They are not ticked off at all. We weren't through with the mailbox. The ad also claimed it would support a 40,000-pound bulldozer. Operator Kenny Dyer happily did his job. That mailbox was tough, but the bulldozer was tougher. To test the toughness of American Tourister luggage, we packed it with an egg and threw it off a mountain. Let me just check them out. Gil, can you read me?
Sure can, David.
Are you guys all ready up there?
Ready.
1, 2, 3. Let her rip! Then we had a surprise visitor.
Hey, wait a second. What are you doing here? They're not supposed to be any gorillas here.
The original American Tourister gorilla took the luggage right out of my hand and did what a gorilla would do with an American Tourister bag. And it passed the challenge. And here, I want you to have this egg and go home and scramble it.
All right, kick. Gita, move up. Move up.
Have to use an elephant to demonstrate the strength of their cinch sack trash bag. We also did it with an elephant, the LA Zoo's Gita.
Pick it up.
She's been doing this for us for years. She just loves to challenge trash bag commercials. Oh, that was wonderful. She's developed a routine now, like a professional.
Gita, trunk.
She wraps it, she knocks it, and tosses it.
All right, Gita, move up. Pick it up.
Thank you, Gita. You know something? The cinch made it, but the bag didn't make it. This challenge was a cinch.
So you think thickness is number one. Well, we're out to change all that. We're not so sloppy Joe sauce, and we're thicker and richer than Manwich.
Here's one we had to try ourselves. We didn't question that Not So Sloppy Joe was thicker than the other brand, but we didn't see how you could get a clean shot through a glass jar. Sharpshooter Lee Gorwood took a shot at it for us. Now, you want to bet he can do it with a glass jar? You lose.
So how do they do it? Simple. They drilled a hole in the glass, plugged it, and then pulled the plug just as the shot rang out. This is just one of the many elaborate methods that advertisers will use to get their point across and make an impression on you so you remember the product and perhaps, hopefully on their part, you'll buy it. Well, we'll have more of your favorite commercial challenges as Fight Back continues. Thickness means quality to most people, particularly to the food manufacturers. Like Not So Sloppy Joe sauce, Heinz Ketchup goes out of its way to show you how thick it is. Denison's chili does the same thing. All you really have to do to show how slowly Heinz Ketchup pours is just to hold it upside down like this. With Denison's chili, all you have to do is to stick a fork in it like this. But that would be too simple. Would you believe we went to an Amtrak train station and stood next to the tracks just to stick a fork in a bowl of chili as a fast freight roared by at 60 miles an hour? All this to test the claim that the Denison's chili is so thick the fork will not fall over? Only on Fight Back, folks. As a backup, we also had two Fight Back staffers in a shack by the track with another bowl of Denison's chili, and the fork just wouldn't take this added jolt. Actually, it wasn't a shack. It was an earthquake simulator experiencing a 6.5 shaker. Heinz has been advertising for years that it holds the record for slow-pouring thick catsup. Fight Back tester Dr. Webley Freon duplicated the commercial right down to the hot dog stand on the street. Heinz pours so slowly, according to the commercial, that Dr. Freon should have time to leisurely walk down 3 flights of stairs and to catch the catsup in a hot dog bun before it hits the ground. Oh yes, Heinz proved their point, but like a lot of catsup users, I got tired of waiting, especially since Heinz happens to have a handy squeeze bottle. Sorry, Dr. Freon. When Big Sur Waterbeds advertised that their mattress was so firm that you could bounce on it and not even spill a glass of wine, we jumped at the chance to do it. My daughter Amanda Lee, who loves gymnastics, gave it a real Olympic challenge. And sure enough, not a drop was spilled.
All these cars on the strike line are utilizing a 4-speed transmission and all the press.
To test the durability of the Tyco toy racer, we put it through an actual cross-country run. took Peter Pan and Jif peanut butters, each in their own advertised shatterproof jars, over the same rugged course. Tide, with its new snap top, was also put to this same grueling test. Tide, as you saw, was spraying soap powder all over. But did that snap top open? No! The box finally gave way under all the stress. Jif came through it okay, but a little bruised and scratched. But what about Peter Pan? Uh-oh. There's the top. And the jar. The unbreakable didn't break, but it was finished. What do advertisers think about the way we challenge commercials? I'll answer that question as Fight Back continues. The most frequent question that people ask us is, how do advertisers react to our challenging their product claims? You know, most of them go out of their way to help us.
To demonstrate new advanced formula Snowy, we tried it on a real pig and left this pig's clothes smelling fresher. Advanced formula Snowy.
When we told Snowy Bleach we were going to challenge the commercial, they sent us the same shirt that they used. The biggest problem we had was getting it on the pig. After Pollyanna did her job, we washed it, added Snowy Bleach, and the results were surprising. You're looking at the front of the shirt, and it actually looks pretty clean. I just have to apologize to you for sending it back in this condition. And Pollyanna also sent her apologies. The same thing happened when we challenged Palmolive dishwashing detergent. They sent us the actual chandelier they used on their commercial. All they asked us to do was to follow the instructions on the Palmolive bottle. We started the test by covering the chandelier with lots of pancake batter. We let it dry, washed it with the Palmolive, and the results were sparkling. Well, all our challenges can't be perfect. A Boston Whaler commercial claimed you could saw their boat in half and it would not sink. At our request, they shipped a $5,000 boat from Boston to Newport Beach, California. They put it in the water and proceeded to saw it in half, with me in it. I'll be darned. We're floating. He cut through this hull. We're sitting here. There is a little water in the boat, but the boat didn't sink. Was it worth it to Boston Whaler? When one of our viewers questioned the claim that a Boston Whaler could float under the weight of a Volvo, Boston Whaler decked a $25,000 Volvo for us and took the boat for a spin. They duplicated their printed ad just for our Fight Back cameras.
Sounds good.
Trying to top that, Brahma, the makers of a crush-proof camper shell, bought a pickup truck and hired stunt driver Joey Chitwood to try and smash the Brahma top for us. The pickup was wiped out, but the camper shell passed the challenge. But the highlight of costly commercial challenges was stacking 6 Volvos on top of one another. Volvo provided us with exclusive footage showing one of their tests. They did manage the full weight of 6 cars, but a windstorm stopped them from their goal of stacking 10 cars. I want to thank all the advertisers for their cooperation. It shows a positive belief in their products and also truth in advertising, after all.
I feel that business is in business to stay in business and not give you the business, otherwise they're out of business. That's why you have to stay aware and informed and fight back, and don't let anyone rip you off. If you have a commercial that you'd like us to challenge, or if you have an idea for a story we can use on the program, write to Fight Back, Burbank, California, 91523. If we use your letter on the show, we'll send you a Fight Back t-shirt and a copy of our theme.